Hey, Danny here. And, I've been away for a minute. If you actually follow me, then you know it's been a minute. Um, I want to talk about something. You know, I have seen, I have met people who struggle in life. And most of these people have made steps towards trying to get better as people, as humans. And I used to be one of these people. You know, I had a problem completely moving on and letting go of my past. Um, I think we all have issues and traumas, things that happened to us in the past. Some of these things we don't want to let go, or some of these habits we think make us, but that's not really true. You can change, but it's entirely up to you. You are not your past. You are not your past. If you have decided to change, then you can make that step. You can take that step. I think sometimes we're hard on ourselves. I really think so. We try to move on, but we can't because we're still attached. But you gotta let go. There is no way you could possibly know what's coming if you don't want to let go of the past. And it is hard to do. Don't get me wrong. You know, I went through a lot of stuff in my past that I'm literally now starting to kind of live life to a certain degree. Starting to enjoy my work because I was constantly trying to help people or other people that I forgot about myself and certain mistakes I made. And I used to beat myself up over these mistakes, asking myself questions like why? Like, why would this happen to me? Why? Being this victim. And regardless of whether you put yourself in these situations or not, you can't keep letting these things get to you or control you. You're a different person. You've made it to this point of your life, by working on yourself. You cannot keep defining yourself by your past. I don't think that makes sense. I don't think that's good for like your health even. I think it's quite dangerous. Cause then you end up doing something you didn't want to do. Now you feel even worse. I for one I can no longer be that person. Bad habits, going back and doing them, and then going back home and regretting them is like, no, that's not me anymore. I have decided to take my life into a totally different direction. And you should do the same. Think about what you want and the kind of person you want to be, and think about the kind of person you used to be. If you're not happy with whoever it is you were in the past, then you can change that. It starts with you planning and kind of putting like barriers on things that you don't want to do. Write them down. That's what I do. I write stuff down. I write stuff all the times. My mom taught me that. So shout out to my mom. I write everything down, whatever it is. And I also find it quite interesting. When you write things down, it's kind of easy for you to do them. Like when you plan things, it's easy for you to actually follow through rather than you just saying, oh, I'm going to do this at this time. You might not. Trust me, I've been there. So write things down. Write the things that you don't that you didn't like about yourself in the past that you want to change. Write them down, and and make sure you're honest. You got to be honest when you do these type of things. Because whatever happens when you tell the truth about yourself, Whatever happens after that is the best possible thing that could have happened. I think Dr. Jordan Peterson said this once. Not quite the same, I'm paraphrasing here, but it was along those lines. And yeah, and that's true because you're free. So whatever comes next is just a plus to your life because you have nothing to hide, really. So once you have your little list down, your list and everything it is you don't want to do anymore, follow that list. You gotta be serious and responsible when it comes to changing. You have to be. I talk to myself all the time. You can't do that. Remember when you did that? Remember how you felt when you did that? You don't want to do that again. Now, do you? No, I don't want you. Okay, let's try something else. Let's follow whatever it is we said we were going to follow. Let's do that. We can do that. You can do that. It's easy to get persuaded by other people, especially people who live a lifestyle that you don't want to follow. I had to let go of some people of my life. Not that I had a lot of people. I've always been quite a lone wolf myself. But certain people I had in my life that I had to let go of. Some certain people that I love. Maybe because of the way they treated me or the things they made me do that I didn't feel comfortable doing, stuff like that. I just kind of had to let it go. I'm trying to figure out a way to get myself into a better position in life. And certain people I can't take with me. I'm not saying I'm too good for them. It's just that we just don't have the same vision. We're not on the same path. Hopefully they find what they're looking for. But I got something else in mind. You can do that too. It's quite important. Cutting people off and learn to say no. No is quite important. It's changed my life quite a bit. I wasn't always saying no. And it was easy for people to call me and get me to do things. And I would, what's crazy? I would feel bad about this most of the times. Like, okay, why am I saying yes to this person? I didn't want to, I got something I got to be doing right now. But I just said yes to this person. That ain't right. So now I'm doing something I don't want to do because I'm trying to maybe please this person. And I'm doing this, because maybe I feel things towards this person. Or maybe I'm just, I kind of want them to be, I don't know, maybe to appreciate me more. But it never happens. Especially when people use you or when people know they can use you all the times. They never appreciate you. Don't waste your time trying to always help people. It's not. Trust me, you don't want that. People never. They're never grateful. It's happening to me. It happened to me even with family members that I would do things to all the times, but they were never grateful. So don't do that. Let's get that out the way. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is you taking care of yourself. Understanding that you only got this body, man. Like, this is the only body you have. This is the only life you have. As far as we know, there's no other life. Like, when you're gone, you're gone. Think about the fact that if you were to be gone right now, the world is going to keep going. Everything is going to be the same. Ain't nothing going to change. Nothing is going to change at all. Everything is going to be fine. People are going to cry, and then time is going to go on, and they're going to forget about you. And that's how it happens. What does it matter what people think about you, man? You could literally leave this earth at any moment. Just like that. Just like that. What did you do for yourself other than think about what people think about you or being embarrassed because you're trying to do something that you actually quite enjoy, but you don't want to do it because people are looking at you? What does it matter when you could just leave this planet at any moment? What does it matter what they think? What does it matter that you're doing something other people don't understand? But this thing makes you happy, so they're judging you. So now you got to stop doing it because, well, they're judging you. What does it matter? What does it matter to you? When these people don't, if you were to leave or fall, fall fatally sick right now, that none of them are going to be there. None of them are going to be there. What does it matter what they think? You got a dream, you want to follow it. You can, you don't want to, start because, well, people are going to say this, so they're going to have a lot of things to say. Well, that's fine. I mean, this is your life, is your dream. This is your dream. Your dream. So what does it matter what they think? You have to take your life more seriously. Take yourself more seriously. Take care of yourself. It's quite important. Meditate. Try to stay away from negative things. It'll help you a lot. If you can go to the gym, and relax a little. Get some weight and try to forget about everything and work out. Like I said, meditate is important. Try to have some space where there's not a lot of noise, not a lot of people talking, just like a quiet space to yourself. You could do it in your car. That's okay. Try to read a book. Reading books is important too. You learn a lot from reading books. Try to stay away from everything negative. For the most part, try to do that. It'll help you. Eat right. It's important too. Food is important too. My point is, you only have one life. Why not make the most out of it? Why not live your life in a way that you could get older and go, well, I did exactly what I wanted to do. Maybe this is not, maybe my life isn't going to be in a movie or whatever, but it was a movie to me. I did everything I wanted to do. Everything I did. I had good experiences. I was afraid to do certain things, but I did them anyway. That's a story. That's an experience. That's life. That's what it is. That should be the feeling. Are you always going to be a coward? Is that who you want to be your whole life? No, you don't want to be that. You want to live your life to the fullest. Go ahead and talk to whoever you want to talk to. If they reject you, that's fine. You go to someone else. Go ahead and apply for that job. If they reject you, you go for another job. That's okay. That's just life. You get better with that. And then when you finally make it, you get to tell these stories about how you were rejected. I was rejected. A couple of times, but now I'm here. I made it. That's just how life works. It's a path. But in this path, you're going to have trials and tribulations, adversity. You're going to go through everything. You have to. So you get to tell a story. You can't just get everything you want. That's not how it works. Because then life is what happens in between. That's the important part. That's where the adventure comes. That's where everything you get to talk about with your kids or your grandkids or your friends, that's where it comes from. Relatable. You're able to relate to people. Oh yeah, I went through that too. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I had a similar experience. I went through the same thing. So you have something to talk about. That's how it works. That's the beauty of life. But don't be a coward, because life is going to swallow you, and then you're going to feel like it's everybody else's fault. That you're a fucking loser. I'm sorry for cursing, but that's your loser. Or you feel like a loser, or you feel like you're losing, but it's no one's fault. You get to make that choice. You get to choose whether you want to keep waiting whether you want to be a tomorrow person, someone who leaves everything for tomorrow, or whether you want to take action like right away and get rejected over and over and over and over again until you get it. And then you go, well, I had to go through a lot to get this. Now you know the value. What kind of person do you want to be? It's entirely up to you. Nobody controls your life but you. It's your mindset. I hope this video helps you, really. Whoever it is you are, wherever it is you're at, sorry. I hope this video helps you, man. I hope it gets you out of that little bubble. And I want you to understand that life is precious. There's so much more for you out there. You could get a lot more. Like, you have no idea of who you could become if you were to take action and get the courage to start. You could do it right now. And I know you want to. I know you dream about something. There's something that you want. I know it. There's something that you want. Are you going to keep waiting? Take action. Thank you for watching. Danny, I'm out.